Can you all hear me well, or is there any audio problems?
No, you sound pretty good. A little delay, but that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hello together. Hope you're doing great. Hi.
Hello, Amit. How's it going?
Hello. How are you doing? Lovely having the student space.
So I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks. Really nice to be here. Thanks for inviting us. Should be a pretty cool event.
Awesome. We're honored. Like, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Barcelona right now. It is quite sunny in the moment.
Oh, lovely. Like, I'm here in Hong Kong, but it's raining. So I guess you're having the best.
Okay. You should also be quite late there, isn't it?
Yes, it's like 12 a.m. But always excited about the third Twitter space this week for our campaign. So we're like so much forward to our launch, and excited of talking to the community, also presenting our partners such as you are. So we are super excited to delve into the topic today. But maybe as a starter for all new listeners out there, thanks a lot for joining. Lovely to have you here. And I think it'll be a good start to know what Prime DAO is up to. So I think that would be a perfect start into today's Twitter space. We would follow up with a small summary of Menthol Protocol and our upcoming launch after building for 2 years. So for those who are tuning in the first time, looking forward to elaborate on that. But yeah, here I am, happy to give you the word and let us know about Prime DAO.
So awesome. Thanks, Amir. First of all, maybe I can just give a quick introduction of myself and then also pass on to Selçuk, that is also joining together with me from Prime side. So
awesome.
Everyone, I'm Luis Fernando from Prime DAO. I've been a contributor there for more than almost 1 year and a half already. And just to keep it like this part quickly, discussing to Selçuk, then we can probably start talking about what we're doing in Prime.
Hello, Amir. Hello, Menthol Protocol. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us today. And my name is Selçuk, and I am truly delighted to be here today to talk about Prime DAO and our role in the Web3 ecosystem, especially in the context of regenerative finance systems, and also related to this amazing campaign that you guys just created. So maybe I could give a quick intro about the Prime, that what we are doing, our mission, vision, and alignment with the regenerative finance ecosystem. So in general, Prime DAO was born from a shared vision to empower decentralized autonomous organizations by fostering cooperation, collaboration, and most importantly, resilience. Our story began as an experiment in DAO-to-DAO coordination with a research project led by the block science team. And as we delved deeper into the world of DAOs, we recognized the vast potential of decentralized technologies in transforming the way organizations are founded, governed, and managed. So our mission at Prime DAO is to strengthen the DAO ecosystem by providing some crucial infrastructure and accessible tools that will facilitate cross-DAO coordination. By enabling DAOs to work together and share resources, we aim to create a more robust and interconnected decentralized landscape, I think, which ultimately benefits the entire Web3 ecosystem. So I will just briefly mention about our tools. Like, as a part of our commitment to the DAO community, we have developed a suite of tools that designed to streamline this collaboration, which are most importantly Prime Seed Launch Module and LVP Launch Module, and also Prime Deals. These are the tools that enables DAOs to fundraise on chain and establish partnerships effectively. So in the beginning of 2022, while taking a keen interest in this moment, and I'm sure most of the folks here are aware of that, it seeks to create a more sustainable and environmental friendly financial system. So we truly believe that the future of finance lies in the convergence of refi and the Web3 technologies, and we are actively supporting projects that contribute to this vision in general. Yeah, this is basically the story of Prime. So, Luis, would you like to continue?
Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing the story. And I think all of us here in the Twitter space share the passion. Oh, sorry. I thought, please go ahead. I'll tune in the next step. Sorry, Luis.
Oh, no worries at all. I was a little bit late to get to the button. Yeah, just I think just quickly compliment, adding that we, like Sergio was mentioning in the end, for the past months, we've been mostly focusing on the refi ecosystem, with the partnership that we have on Celo. So we've been mostly working on the Celo ecosystem. So it's really cool to see that Menthol is joining the ecosystem as well. So yeah, really happy to see it, and I hope that I'm sure that we're gonna have a good welcome in the ecosystem. And then so basically in this past years, we focused on working with refi projects, and we've been dealing of the point of facilitating coordination and promoting kind of some interpollination inside the ecosystem by exactly facilitating these connections, by trying to have a good awareness and understanding of the ecosystem, see what connections could be relevant between projects that would lead to integrations, or just partnerships, or to possible users that can go and use these new tools that are being built and so on. Just adding this couple of points, and then passing the ball again to you, Amir.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Like adding. Oh, Selchuk, sorry, please go ahead. My bad. I've got a small lag, so I just missed the last part. Sorry.
Actually, we finished it, Amir. You can take over.
You got. Okay. I just saw you unmute that, but
no.
Is it amidst that
kind of the decision making of the product or service you're consuming? So I'm super excited about the whole Web3 landscape. Just a few words on myself.
Please, I think there's a problem with Amir's.
Amir, we have a problem with your.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Could you try
Does it work a bit better now?
So the last sentence we could hear, but before you were...
Sorry, friends. Hi. Do you hear me a bit better?
Yes.
Awesome. I just switched from the Wi-Fi to the mobile internet. Sorry for that. So I was just basically giving some background on myself, having studied business and economy around the world, from Germany, US to Singapore. I then went into a PhD program focusing on blockchain technology, and having been there for 1.5 years, I was totally consumed by the Web3 world, by the possibilities on building on a independent is maybe a bit too much, but on a distributed financial system, which enables new technologies to evolve, and basically intertwining financial and technological innovations, ending, for example, in DAOs. This is something really remarkable, and also understanding the different industries which Web3 can touch. I actually wrote about blockchain and climate at the intersection during my PhD, which I never finished, jumping into projects. And it's like amazing to see this refi space evolve. So at the forefront of refi, we also have Celo, impact focused blockchain. So Selchuk, we are indeed delighted to have the possibility to work with Celo together over here and build our app, adapt into in this ecosystem. Being multi-chain, will be available on different chains. But maybe enough about myself. What is Menthol Protocol? We're a team of 15 plus people having diverse backgrounds from aerospace engineering, back end, front end, energy experts. So we've got a wide range of people who came together with a vision to create a tool which makes it so easy to turn climate positive, having the vision of making Web3 the first climate, Web3 the first climate positive industry. So I think this is a topic we can touch first, and also understand from your perspective how you see regenerative finance and the different products and services which are emerging there, and which allow us for this transparent, verifiable, and customer engaging climate action, where we leverage Web3 tools for the before mentioned attributes. So we at Menthol, and also mirroring what we've been learning through all of our trips, also having the pleasure of meeting you, Selçuk, around the world, and gaining a lot of knowledge through those in-depth discussions. Regenerative finance is something which is not clearly defined yet. It basically is the intersection of Web3 and climate. And we see regenerative finance differ from traditional finance in its ethics, in its fundamentals, in its strategies. So it's about creating circular systems where we also price in the social and the climate impact. This is something which our traditional financial and economic system neglects. We all know that any product we buy along the supply chain has a negative impact inevitably on the environment, and unfortunately also on the social aspect. So looking at the different possibilities which Web3 brings along, one very important aspect is tokenization. And it's not about tokenizing only real estate and maybe even tokenizing art as NFTs. The beautiful thing is that we can tokenize literally everything, and tokenizing positive call to actions, positive things we do for the world, may it be environmental or social, is something I think truly exciting. And Cello being there a front runner for different impact tokens is great to see. But maybe Selçuk, after giving my small explanation on regenerative finance and how we can basically create new products and services around that, I would love to hear your take on regenerative finance and why you think it's important before continuing.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that climate change is an urgent global issue that we all aware of, and we as Prime aim to take on this challenge by focusing on the regenerative finance ecosystem. So how we are doing that? At Prime DAO, we recognize the potential of DeFi projects to transform the way we approach finance and its impact on our environment, right? By supporting these projects that prioritize sustainability and have a positive impact on the planet, I think we can help drive a shift towards a more responsible systems, right? So in that purpose, our activities within the DeFi ecosystem include incubating and mentoring projects that align with our mission. So this is achieved through we have a program that is called Prime Growth Program, which provides an ongoing support, mentorship, and resources to selected projects. So having the right support from the right people is the really important part of this, having foster collaboration within this ecosystem. And also, we are also providing some liquidity strategies for the projects, which is another important aspect of within the DeFi ecosystem and all this Web3 ecosystem. We understand the crucial role of that liquidity plays in the success and growth of these regenerative finance projects, and we aim to offer some tailored solutions to ensure their continued development and expansion. And also now when it comes to menthol protocols, you guys like beCOOL campaign, I think there is a really strong alignment with our mission and ambitions. I think beCOOL campaign is an excellent initiative, and thanks for that truly it encourages projects to become climate positive and take responsibility for their environmental impacts. And we as Prime, by participating as an initiator in the campaign, I think we are helping to make a difference and encourage more projects to join the fight against climate change. So this is a really important aspect that I would like to mention. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Selçuk. Thanks a lot. And we are also honored of having amazing partners such as you on our side. So maybe to explain a little bit shorter what our beCOOL campaign is and what Menthol actually does. It's quite straightforward. Any individual, that means anybody listening over here, as well as any company, can create an account on Menthol where we basically create an impact ID, showing on the one side the negative carbon footprint, as well as automating the positive climate action you're taking. What does that mean? So for those who maybe are completely new to this market, we've got the carbon credit market as the central solution out there to compensate your carbon footprint. So we measure the carbon footprint in tons of CO2. An average human being has a 15-ton CO2 carbon footprint a year. And in order to compensate for that, you basically can buy 15 carbon credits, one carbon credit representing 1 ton of CO2. Basically, you're donating money to environment by purchasing and retiring carbon credits in a way that matches your carbon footprint, allowing everybody to be part of the climate crisis solution out there. The hassle of calculating your carbon footprint, looking for good projects you want to put your money in to compensate for your carbon footprint, and then the continuous act of purchasing and retiring is something which is lengthy and which is attached with some hassle. So Menthol allows you to create your account where we track your carbon footprint, and you press a few buttons and offset your historical and future carbon footprint. So as a result, we want any individual and any organization, as well as any community, to have a cool pool, a user account on Menthol, and show the world not only the negative impact they have by being transparent. We all know that with the economic system, which brings a lot of value to the entire world, so it's not a bad thing that we're having a carbon footprint. It's a necessary evil in the greater economic value we have. But it's about measuring it in a first step, being more conscious about how we are increasing our carbon footprint. And then it's also about offsetting it. So with a few clicks, you'll be able to do that on Menthol Protocol. We are, however, starting with a B2B focus. Companies do have a bigger carbon footprint, and making it easy to turn climate positive. We have this campaign. So on the 22nd of April, on Earth Day, we are actually having our soft launch. We will be having 60 projects over there. And in order to have a guided growth and not grow too fast, test our technology, make it more scalable, make it more secure, we are limiting the number of accounts which can be created. But once our token is out, so we plan that in Q3, Q4, everybody will be able to access permissionlessly Menthol Protocol and permissionlessly create an account for your favorite NFT project if they don't have one yet, or for yourself. But against this light of the permissionless nature, we are very happy to structure our campaign as follows. We have Prime DAO being in the space and actually nominating 6 projects. And those 6 projects will get one of the first accounts on Menthol. So we are excited to hear your choice of what kind of projects you'll be supporting by nominating them and allowing them to show their community what they're doing for their climate efforts. And actually, every nominated project will be displayed in a metaverse event, which is taking place on the 21st of April. So one day before, we'll have a lovely metaverse event. It'll be actually open from the 19th, so you'll be able to check it out. But on the 21st, you'll finally be able to vote on those projects. And only 50% of the nominated projects will get a cool pool with the offset included. So this is where we want to kickstart some climate positivity. And the only thing you need to get a cool pool is being nominated. So Selçuk, I'd love to hand over to you and to share so that you can share with us which projects have you been nominating. We are excited to hear.
Of course, Amir. Today we are gonna present 4 projects from these 6 projects today, and then the first one today I would like to introduce you to Good Dollar. Maybe some of you guys know. This is one of our nominees in the beCOOL campaign. So Good Dollar is a global movement aimed at bringing economic opportunity to all people by offering free crypto to anyone who wants it, basically. So this project is focused on empowering individuals to onboard into the crypto space, which is a main problem by onboarding people from Web 2 to Web 3, and also start learning and join the upcoming wealth boom. So Good Dollar Protocol utilizes free market forces and social investing principles to generate a continuous stream of free digital currency. They are calling it UBI, United Basic Income. So in general, it allows anyone to receive real user-backed crypto straight to their phones, directly to their phones, without needing to invest. This approach helps build a more inclusive digital economy for everyone in general. So also, Good Dollar is not just a project. It's an anti-poverty protocol and DAO that creates an ongoing flow of digital basic income for its members. By leveraging decentralized finance tools, Good Dollar aligns the incentives between those with money and those in need, fostering growth and opportunity for all the people. So I believe beCOOL campaign and Good Dollar share a common goal, empowering people and driving a positive change. So by participating in the beCOOL campaign, I think Good Dollar can showcase its commitment to fostering an inclusive digital economy and expanding access to financial opportunities. So the next one is
amazing. Thanks a lot. Very sorry for interrupting. Super excited about Good Dollar. They were actually one of the first at the first refi event they were one of the first speakers. So this was in Lisbon or near Lisbon. So super excited to have them nominated, and let's shout out to them for their amazing work. Working towards a universal basic income for everyone. I think that's as well as onboarding into Web3. Those are like 2 important missions. Sorry for interrupting, Sergio.
No, definitely. That's a good chiming in. Okay, the next one is the Shamba Network. This is another nominee that for beCOOL campaign. Shamba Network is on a mission to empower smallholder farmers and agricultural businesses by leveraging innovative technologies in the Web3 ecosystem by using the DMRV system. So Shamba Network gathered agricultural data from various sources, and then they verify it, and then employ advanced analytics to generate valuable insights for stakeholders within the DMRV context. So the information helps farmers optimize their let's say crop production and also resource management, while also enabling businesses and investors to identify potential opportunities and mitigate risks. Also, they are also working on a really important part that by tokenizing the environmental and social value generated by sustainable farming practices, they are some kind of creating a new form of credits, which they are calling it eco credits. So by doing so, Shamba Network incentivizes farmers to adopt environmental friendly methods. And in the meantime, by using these ecological assets, they are trying to unlock credit options and insurance for smallholders to empower them to do more regeneration. So in general, their vision is a future where sustainable and equitable farming practices are widely adopted, leading to improved livelihoods for farmers and more resilient global agricultural ecosystem. So I believe that within that context, they are a great candidate for this campaign, which they truly dedicated themselves to make a really important and lasting impact in a crucial sector like agriculture. And and we also have 2 more candidates. And Liz, would you like to mention about them?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Chuck. So basically, the other 2 projects that we're nominating is Aquarius and Trash, and I'll expand a little bit more on each one of those. So Aquarius is basically bringing some innovation to the to liquid protocols. It has quite a novel solution that is multi-asset liquidity pools. mostly have focused on stablecoins or tokens that have somehow similar, pretty much the same value or pretty similar to the other. And what basically the purpose of this multi-asset liquidity pool, or MAO as they call it, is to pretty much solve a little bit the issue of having idle funds in a liquidity pool that are not directly being used for providing liquidity to trading. So basically, if there are much more liquidity, much more funds in the pool than what is actually needed for the liquidity necessary for the trading of the token, then basically these idle funds can be used in other protocols, can be directed to other smart contracts, basically. And with that, there can be basically additional sources of rewards to the coming back to the liquidity pool and therefore the liquidity providers. So it's very interesting how Aquarius is basically developing this novel solution to increase capital efficiency, basically. And I think it's quite it's a new project, so it's still under development. It still hasn't been fully deployed or launched yet, but it has already been having quite an active community, and I think it's quite interesting to already basically bring the community a little bit closer to the refi ecosystem for them to already be aware of what it is and to see that basically. I think first of all it's important to see what is the footprint of transactions and protocols that we use on Web3 nowadays, and to show basically that there is a solution for offsetting these emissions. So if you are doing this, if these transactions have a certain impact in the environment, you have a pretty simple way to basically offset this now with Menthol. So that's Aquarius, and then the other project that we are nominating is the Trash. There is already a project from the refi ecosystem. So the Trash is basically supporting and creating some kind of an infrastructure, a system for rewarding plastic collection. It has been mostly focusing on poorer communities. It has mostly been worked on in Brazil, and basically it rewards plastic collectors from the streets that collect plastic that isn't being discarded correctly, and then these collectors are rewarded with tokens, basically. So it basically closes the gap a little bit between the people who are actually doing the collection and then the recycling process, and then it brings an additional financial incentive to these collectors that could be quite impactful for them. And I think also it's a really interesting application, not only because of the positive social impacts that it brings and positive environmental impact that it brings from both taking supporting plastic collection and then supporting the collectors as well. But I think it's a really interesting way to onboard, and also together with $1 to onboard new people to the Web3 ecosystem that most probably haven't been connected to it directly before. So I think it's basically, it showcases how Web3 and the technology can be used to trickle down to basically get funds that can be used to reward positive action and get these to basically the people on the ground who are actually doing the work. And I think it's also relevant to show and to connect them to know that there is this wider Web3 ecosystem, and then again, this has some negative impact in the environment. So you do still have the computations going for the blockchains and so on. But these can be offset. You can basically calculate what is the direct impact of your specific protocol, your specific application, and then you can say, okay, but this community wants to not to have this negative impact. We want to have a positive impact, and then go there and engaging this network, for example. So that's basically the projects that we are nominating to the beCOOL campaign.
Thanks a lot. I'm sorry, Sergio. Please go. Okay, sorry. I just thought you wanted to jump in, but like a big thank you to you. Those are amazing projects, and although the carbon footprint of Web3 projects are not too high, it's about owning responsibility and compensating still for this little carbon footprint one has. The term regeneration, when we look at regenerative finance, regeneration differs from sustainability from the fact of just going net zero. Like regeneration is about creating more wealth over time. That means creating a surplus. In this case, a surplus in the benefit of climate. So we call out everybody, a small project, a big project, just started on Web3 or non-Web3, to join this regenerative tomorrow, which we are trying to build together. We just want to make it very easy for everybody to be part of it. And we are super excited to have part of our launch, and look forward to the community actually coming over there. One thing please check out first, like all of our Twitter accounts from Prime DAO as well as from please follow us, like us, and take a look at the NFT which we have prepared for you. So we've got by our amazing digital artist guru iTech, who's here also in the call. So shout out to you and your beautiful work. We've got an amazing animated NFT which will reveal a code on the 20th of April, and with this code you'll be able to claim a specific wearable during the metaverse event. We will have a few gamifications and a few amazing digital objects to win over there. So we're excited of not only having you here in this Twitter space, but actually coming to the metaverse event, voting for those projects. So I'm a big fan of all projects Prime DAO mentioned, and hope to see them activated. And it's amazing having those Twitter spaces this week, also next week, and the following week. Seeing how we can jointly make Web3 the first climate positive industry, to set standards for other industries to follow. I think have covered quite a few points over here. I would love to give you some closing words, Luis and Selçuk. So first of all, thank you for the amazing Twitter space, and would love to hear what you want to give the community away.
Amazing. So as we wrap up this AMA, I would like to thank everyone from the Menthol team and everyone from this space that's listening to us. It's been a pleasure discussing Prime DAO, our tools, our commitment to climate change, and your Menthol protocols. This amazing campaign. I don't want to talk so long. I just want to say, let's continue to work together, collaborate more, innovate more in this ecosystem, and to create a better future for all of us. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further questions or want to explore more about Prime. And thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah, likewise, just wanted to thank you also, Menthol team and everybody that joined the event. Really good to be participating in the beCOOL campaign, and glad to be here.
Thanks a lot, gentlemen, and a big shout out to Prime DAO. So we as Menthol Protocol are also set up to become a DAO. Like every DAO starts as a team, which is working exactly at the end of the day like a startup. So we have to different responsibilities. We're working hard. We're building something new, but us to evolve truly to there are many unanswered questions, and having partners such as Prime DAO who are able to mirror different possibilities and walk us to establishing the necessary processes and structures and even technologies to allow our community to be part of Menthol Protocol as a decision maker, as a governance party. This is something we are super excited about. So this is also like me actually doing, for a safe job in corporate in Germany, where I'm from. Probably in the automotive industry, we're supplying them since a while. So I was actually thinking of working at BMW. That's when I started my business, 11 years ago. Fast forwarding to now, working for a DAO with an international team from all over the world is simply good. And I'm super honored of being part of this Web3 revolution we see, and DAOs play a crucial role in building this community. So a huge shout out to Prime DAO, a huge shout out to everybody over here, and we look forward on the next Twitter Spaces, and again, do come to our metaverse event, do celebrate into the Earth Day with us, bring your friends, and be sure to have an amazing experience over there. I know that probably most of you haven't been to a metaverse event. It's the numbers show. So having the opportunity of coming to the new front end and discovering Web3 in a setting is something where we want to show you the environmental projects, show you even the companies which are using those environmental projects and allowing you to interact with them directly through your basically avatar. Thanks a lot for this lovely Twitter space, and I'm excited to the next steps. Thanks a lot. So, Celtic Luis, wishing you a lovely sunny weather in Barcelona. I'll stick to rainy Hong Kong for now, and wish you all a pleasant day.
Amazing. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, everyone. You all good day.
See you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.